RetroPL from supertraining.tv, Super Training Gym, the strongest gym in the West. We have another exciting video for you for supertraining.tv. This one is a bench press video, how much you bench. You're going to notice in this particular video that I'm bench pressing with my feet up. All that's really doing is taking away some of the stability of having my feet down. It's an easy, quick change you can make to your bench press. Give it a try and enjoy the video. Here we got Silent Mike hitting up some repetitions here. I believe Mike worked on sets of 5 on this day, and so did I as well. I did sets of 5. I did my sets of 5 with my feet off the ground. Here we got Omar Isuf, aka Omar Ass Muffin, hitting up some benches. Omar has really good technique, and the guy's acquired quite a bit of strength. Works out with Jeremy Hamilton up there in Canada, eh? And it's really nice to see somebody come in the gym with good textbook form and technique right off the bat. There's about 365 pound moving those weights around. Those are some new Rogue plates that we got. They're brand spanking new. This is my boy Justin. He owns East Sacramento CrossFit. I believe it's East Sacramento, or maybe it's West Sacramento. No, East Sacramento CrossFit. He's pretty strong on the bench. Here he is handling about 285, 290 pounds. The barbell that we're using in this video, here's Mike with 315. I believe this is a PR for him, especially at this body weight. 315 pounds for a set of 5. Really good, strong press by him. Mike's been following some of the advice from Eric Spoto. I don't know if you guys ever heard of him before. Eric Spoto is the owner of the all-time biggest bench press in the history of histories, in the history of the world, with a successful 722-pound bench press that was done at Super Training Gym. Mike's been following some of his advices, and it's been working out quite well for him. But we're using the West Side barbell bar that we got from Rogue Fitness, and you never know how some of these different pieces of equipment are going to be until you actually try them. And so reviewing some of the information on Rogue Fitness and looking at some of the reviews on the website, I was like, you know what, it's worth a try. And so I purchased the bar, and I was very, very, very happy with it, to the point where I want to order about 3 more of those bad boys. That is a very, very good bar. It's a versatile barbell. It's basically kind of like a Texas Power Bar, but it's a kind of a next generation of a Texas Power Bar. Texas Power Bars don't have very good grip. This bar has quite a bit of grip, and so you guys will like it a lot. There's 405 pounds with the feet up. All the feet up is doing is taking away the stability of having the feet down. There's Mr. Dick Lickerson banging out some benches. We're always trying to. There's Mike using a slingshot. I don't know if that's really proper use of the slingshot or not. We had Mike work up to a single. A lot of times we'll do that kind of thing when somebody's on a roll and somebody's doing good. We like to see them hit a single, even after all the volume and work that he got in, just to handle heavier weight, because the repetitions are important. They're a key factor in building your strength, but they're not the only factor. Being efficient and being good at singles is also important. There's 455 for a set of 5 with the feet up. That's a PR for me. We like to make small changes in our bench press. There's me flipping off the 455 pounds. It's very important in our training to make small changes to our training. We have PRs for different grips. We have PRs with different barbells. We have PRs with bands. We have PRs with chains. We also have repetition PRs and slingshot PRs. You can see Mike utilizing the slingshot. Something that we do that might be a little different than what some of you may be accustomed to is we train really hard. No, just kidding. Is that we utilize the slingshot in our training to hit a lot of repetitions, whereas some other people might be excited that the slingshot allows you to overload, and they might use it for their heavy singles. So here at Super Training, instead of just loading up some big old weight on there, what we do is we use it more for our repetitions, as Omar Ass Muffin is doing right here. It is very strange, I have to tell you, it's very strange to have a Canadian inside your house. My daughter has threatened Omar on several occasions, and the Canadians are overly polite, I should say. But Quinn has threatened to pull off his wig. She's also threatened to rip off his face. She said that he looks like nothing compared to me, which are all things that are very true. Omar does look like he's wearing a wig, and we don't really know what the hell's going on underneath that bandana that he's got on there. But it's been a lot of fun. He's hanging out with me. He's hanging out in the Slanger Mansion. He's been by my side the entire time he's been here, and it's actually been really, really cool to have him training with us and to be communicating with him. He's a young kid. I believe he's only 26 years old, but he's an entrepreneur, somebody who makes his money his own way. He's got a clothing line called Rascal Apparel. You should look into it. That's some of these stringer tank tops that some of us are wearing. That's a stringer tank top I'm wearing right there. He has an extremely successful YouTube channel, and it's something that a lot of people admire because it's not easy to get noticed and recognized out there. There's a lot of information out there. There's a lot of websites. There's a lot of YouTube channels. There's a lot of Instagrams. There's a lot of this. There's a lot of that. But to stand out is really something special, and Omar's done a great job of that. I believe he's got upwards of 250,000 followers, or subscribers, I should say, on YouTube. So my hat's off to him. It's incredible what he's building up, and it'll be awesome to see what he's going to be able to build up in the future. Speaking of building up, what is Dick Lickerson exactly building up there? He's trying to build up his triceps, or is he trying to build up his stomach? I don't know what's going on. Here's Omar going with some slanger action here. Again, the slingshot's going to allow you to overload. It's also going to allow you to handle more volume in your training, more reps, more sets. It's also going to prevent injury. It's also going to help you with your form. And it's also a side note on the slingshot that not everybody knows about is it makes your dick look bigger. So that's the main selling point to it, actually. Here I'm using some 20-inch wrist wraps that we have not made available to the public quite yet, but they'll be available soon. I'm doing some close grip bench presses here with the slanger on, also still with the feet up, trying to get that rep work in, trying to get some volume. You hear so much about that. You hear people talking about volume all the time. And the way that we get, just trying to mess up silent mic there. The way that we get our volume in here at Super Training is very typically on secondary barbell movements and on assistance and accessory movements. The assistance movements aren't anything magical. I think people make too big a deal about them. The beauty of the main movement, the main barbell movement, is that you're doing a barbell movement, and the beauty of assistance exercises is that it's getting you away from doing the main barbell movement and also hopefully getting you away from going so damn heavy. But in order to get in the proper amount of work for that particular day, you're going to have to get in a certain amount of work, a certain amount of volume, and the way, again, that we do it. Oh, here goes Wade with 405. Damn it, Wade. Wade ended up with a 385-pound bench press, which was a 20-pound PR for him on that day, so that ended up working out really well. But the way that we get the volume is through exercises such as this, incline bench pressing, incline dumbbell work, flies, tricep extensions, you name it, you think of it, and that's a lot of times the way that we catch our volume. It's any sort of bodybuilding type of movement. There's a lot of nippleage going on here. It's mainly because of the stringer tank tops. I blame Omar, and Rascal Apparel is to blame. But this bench press that we got, we just picked it up from EliteFTS.com, and it's a real tank of a bench press. It's huge. The thing's not going to slide around. It's heavy duty, well designed, well built, and it allows us to do incline bench presses without me ordering some sort of giant incline bench press that takes up tons of room. And that is it from supertraining.tv.